Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PlanetBase. We're doing pretty well so far with the exception of one incredibly bad thing. This! Literally, moments before I pressed the record button, our water tank was hit by an asteroid. I need to get some telescopes and some anti-meteor lasers up and running in the base. It's not good. It's not good, and I really also ought to have a spare water generator. Luckily, we've got our little constructor bot, who is going to be repairing this for us right now, but having backups is always a good idea. Yeah, oxygen generator's out of water. Which one? Is it this one? Ah, this one we just built. It's very far from a water source, it seems. Hang on, is that how this works? Does it have to be close? Is that how... Oop. Is that how this works? Let's check the grid. Power. Production is way outstripping consumption, but that's to be expected seeing as it's now daytime. If we look at the chart, our power storage has been hitting peak with the exception of last night. Maybe adding this generator and all the other facilities has taken up a bit too much power. And as a result, we probably ought to be looking into building more power. What are our landing positions? We're letting people in. Let's stop doing that, with the exception of traders. Just to make sure we're not being too hasty. I know food is looking good, but you can never be too cautious. So, power. And I've got a power collector being built, which according to this graph, really isn't what we need. We need generators. We need generators. We hit rock bottom. We really need generators. Shall we... This requires 3 more. We have 2 more being carried. That's being repaired. I have another one being carried here. Let's cancel this and turn it into a solar panel. Right about now. And then solar panel. We'll build it over here, I guess. Over here. There we go. Really, I ought to be building big. In fact, actually, I will build big. Makes more sense. It's more efficient in terms of spares. There we go, 7. Alright, and annoyingly enough, they now have to move this metal all the way over there. Because I thought I was going to be able to build on top of what I already had, but that didn't quite work out. Okay. So, spares is a bit of a problem, and in order to counteract that, semiconductors, spares, so it's metal we're running low on. Take a look at our ore, we have plenty of it, it's just not being refined fast enough. Yes. We have a fair amount of bioplastic, it's not being used for anything. Maybe I can deprioritize these so that the workers work on that. And I'll do that for the time being. I read up a bit in the comment sections and whatnot. Water tank... Ooh, how's our water production doing? Oh, that's not good. No, this O2 generator really is a problem. Okay. Water, we need more production. Definitely more water production. And also an extra water storage as backup. Dear. I have got an airlock over here, don't I? In which case, I was going to have a landing pad and mines and whatnot. I will build my water creation over in this direction. Also, why am I not time warping? Or, speeding up time, or whatever you want to call it. Ooh dear, spares. Spares. Please build spares. How do I get them to build spares? By not queuing metal for other things. Spares versus water. I'm gonna have to go with spares. I can just power you guys off, can't I? And then suddenly my water production is gonna be enough. Okay, solar panel has been built just in time for it to be nighttime. How useless is that? But we do have a trader with metal. 65% commission? You gotta be kidding me! 65%. Nah, I can pay for it in food, I suppose. I mean, having people transport it isn't particularly nice, but... yeah, metal is good. Metal is good. I should also remember to open the starports when it's daytime. The starport. Singular when it's daytime. Alright, we will look into that. So, food is doing okay. What was it that I was told about malnutrition and whatnot? It's not the varieties of plants you need, it's simply the balance between wheat, because it's to do with what the food makers require, isn't it? So it was basic meal. How did let me read up on this. Let me actually read up. Game menu, no. Question mark, that would be it. You got base management, components, meal maker. Okay, so list of recipes. Salad, 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 salad. All this stuff just makes salad. Oh dear. Wheat and mushrooms to make pasta. Burgers. So you want wheat and meat, definitely. Wheat and tomatoes. And onions. So if we did wheat, tomatoes, onions, and various types of meat, of course, we would have sufficient to create each of the different types of meals, each of the 3 types of meals. An overload of too many other things is just useless. Is that how... Am I interpreting this correctly? I hope that I am. That solar panel got built, so I guess it's time for me to actually build my water collector. Water extractor over here. I will build it right about there. So, I mean, that is filling up nicely. Having said that... well, may as well build it. So yeah, is it just that... wheat, tomatoes, and onions would be sufficient, and I may as well scrap everything else? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, did power hit peak capacity last night? If it didn't, I'm not going to enable the starports like I was saying. No, it didn't quite. It didn't quite. We really need some spares being made. Is it a bad idea for me to be queuing that? Queuing more things that require power, is that a bad idea? It might well be. Oh dear. How do I increase spare production? If I prioritize all this, do these things get prioritized too? Is that a bad thing? You know what? Prioritize it. Ore has gone down. I guess we can deprioritize that. And metal is on the rise, so I do have plenty of metal. What can I build that will be useful? Well, seeing as these things are probably dying if they don't get their spares in time, I should probably still be building more panels, I guess. No, I bought metal. I may as well build them. Just need to increase spare output. That's an important thing to remember. Meanwhile, how's my population doing? Landing permissions. So, I've got 12 workers, 16 biologists, 7 engineers, 7 guards, 5 medics. Okay. Righty-ho. Trading. Nothing of use. How about I sell you some leaves? Nah, forget it. We'll use them when we're trading for things. Okay. I'm taking it a bit slower, because I feel like that's what I ought to be doing. I'm considering replacing the cabins I built with dorms, because everyone told me that there's no use having cabins. Especially seeing as it means people have to walk all the way away from their responsibilities, so it just wastes a lot of time walking. So cabins where they can just go to the nearest one. It's probably a better idea. I think from now on I will build dorms, rather than building cabins. Did I say cabins when I meant dorms? I'm not sure, I don't know. This was a temporary airlock, wasn't it? This was only a temporary airlock. Well hey, food is doing okay, no one's in the sick bay, so I don't need to worry about all that stuff I was talking about. What do I want to be doing in order to expand, in order to be winning? I've reached 4 of the 12 milestones. Purchasing robots is a good idea. Powermonger. Should we just go for Powermonger? Should we stabilize our economy and industry before we attempt anything else? Let's get as much power and water and mining, you know, the raw resources as we can. How about that? How's the oxygen doing? Oxygen's doing fine. See, now it's just turned to daytime. I think we'll go for Powermonger. Looks like my solar panels have been fixed. Hey! Having said that, I literally just reached it. Oh, that's fantastic. Beautiful. Okay. I have a lot of power. I mean, it's a big base, so it needs a lot of power, but I have... Objectively, I have a lot of power. Right, that's excellent. We reached peak capacity for a while as well, so more power collectors! That was far too quick. That happened far too quick. I'm gonna build a spare link. I know it's not required. It just makes me feel good about myself. Ooh, no, my bot is dying. Can the engineer please come fix the bot? Someone. One of my engineers. Thank you. Also, having the biodomes far away from the storage is a bad idea because it means that this kind of thing happens. So I may build another biodome over here, near the storage. Potentially. Alright, more traders. More patents. 40% commission, not too bad. Buying spares, maybe. Should we buy some spares? Yeah, let's buy some spares using medicinal plants. There we go. Trade. And as we're not letting in any new colonists or visitors... Oh, can we let in visitors? Is that a thing that we can do if I enable this? Because visitors give us money, and money is a good idea. Let's enable that, even though it's just gone to nighttime. No, we'll leave it on through the night and see what happens. And I'm going to let in visitors. There we go. Right. So, what is it that I need to be building? How is my welfare doing? Welfare. Good, it's doing fairly good. Prestige is rising. Well, I think that just dropped actually, but it's doing okay. I'm thinking bots next. They're gonna go for robotization. And then eventually century. There's no reason to get really high population if I can just do the other ones first though. Technocracy, robotization, megalomania. I could probably do them without reaching century. And then go for century and consolidation afterwards. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So let's look into bots. And if we have an excess of resources, we can always think about that. Mining bots are a great idea. You know what? Mining bots are a really good idea. So much so that I might just buy more mining bots and build more mines. Full on double whammy, you know? Alright, how's the power doing? That's not really... Ooh, that's dropping quickly, isn't it? Is that a steeper drop? I mean, I imagine it would be, seeing as I have now enabled my starport. And here comes some visitors. Oh well, we have a load of spares. We have what I think is probably enough power collectors. We could queue more if needs be. I think I will build some mines and generally expand the base over in this direction. So... But what does it want to be? Do I have a lab? Surely I have. I have a small lab here. Do I want a bigger lab? Probably not. You are terribly unhappy. Oh, it's the visitors. They've come here to cheer up. Okay, that's fair enough. Any things that I want? I suppose a robotics facility. Did I build one? Ah, I impact on water tank again! It's happened twice in the space of like 20 minutes. Not even that. 10 minutes. 15, maybe. Something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna build a spare water tank before I do anything else. I just want it, okay? There. Alright, and trading ship has landed. You! Ooh. 620? Haha, it's never gonna happen, sorry. Why is this so low? Have I been spending them, or have they been eaten? Ah, see, we're getting a dip. We're getting a dip. Is that higher consumption or lower production? Can't be higher consumption because I'm not letting anyone in except, I suppose, visitors. But how much do 2 visitors eat for it to make that much of a difference? More visitors. Actually, that's a fair amount of visitors. Do we have... It doesn't say how many visitors we have. Come on, stats. Ooh, armed intruders. Guards. Come on, we have guards, surely. Shall we do red alert, or shall we leave it to the guards? 3 of them. Come on, please have weapons as well. He's armed. He's got a weapon. Him. You. Nope. You have a fist. Nice work. Luckily, this armed intruder's an idiot. Oh, no, he's finally realized. One of our guards has died. Another one of our guards has died. The final guard is definitely gonna die. I think we'll activate red alert for this last phase. Here we go. Tada no civilian! Beat the crap out of him. Or just stand there and die, that works as well. And there we go. You valiantly saved the life of her, that person. No alert. I have 2 medical packs. Do they just not build medicine in their spare time? Is that not a thing that they do? Where are my medics? How many medics do I have in the base? 5. I have 5 medics. Where are they and what are they doing? Seems like they only work on these on a as-needs-be basis. I'm going to scrap that and replace it with... Oh, I don't have room. Oh, that was silly. I'm not going to scrap that. I'm going to replace it with what it already was. How efficient of me. Okay. General base well-being... It's probably gone down. No, it's alright. We're doing okay. Oh, prestige has gone down a hell of a lot. Is that because I'm not building things? They'll need to be expanding for my prestige to increase. What do I do for my food production to increase? Another biodome? I mean, really, I'd like... to get the next one up after very large. I don't think I can build a very, very large, can I? Biodome, biodome, biodome... Is that a very, very large? No, it looks like it's going to be the same size as that, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not time warping again, aren't I? There we go. Alright. So it's food production that I want to increase. And... I'd like to increase the ore mining. And the metal production. Bioplastic is doing okay. I've bought plenty of spares. Could do with more driller bots. And power and water seem to be doing okay. Power's definitely doing okay. And I'm gaining lots of coins for their services. And I've figured out, as soon as another trader lands, I'll show you. I figured out how to... Is that a trader? Or is that a visitor? That's a visitor. I figured out how to transact multiple. You just click and hold. You click and hold. Should have been obvious. Sadly, it wasn't. I'll enable this now. Yeah, I think so. Solar flare imminent. Yellow alert. There we go. No miners in the mines. Good. So I guess we're looking at internal affairs whilst we wait for the solar flare to finish. Let's spam TV screens everywhere. Yay. We like TV screens. They make people happy. And happiness is important. There we go. And where else? Can we have more TV screens? Place them inside the biolabs. Place them everywhere. Decrease productivity by 10,000%. Drillabot. Well, it looks like we have plenty of spares now, though. That's a good thing. That's... Oh, come on! No one died. Whew, no one died. I was very lucky. Water tank! Are you attracting meteors? What is it about you that attracts me? You know what, I'm going to build a telescope. As soon as this solar flare ends, I'm building a telescope. Is it called a telescope? Radio antenna telescope. It is called a telescope. Dear Lord. Another one! Why do solar flares and meteors go so well together? So frustrating. I'm just trying to run a base here, guys. I'm just trying to run a base. Oh dear. A telescope. Probably another water tank, just to be sure. But, at the very least, a telescope and more to come in the next episode of PlanetBase. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Unless we run out of water in the meantime. Hi there, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, then you may well enjoy some of the other stuff I do. There's Let's Plays, live streams every Sunday, and of course a variety of interesting gaming videos. Take a look, and don't forget that if you feel like it, you are welcome to support me over at my Patreon page. Big thanks to all my patrons. If you liked the video, please do like the video, and I will see you all next time.